Hey everyone, it's Dr. Hayes. In today's video we're doing something I am super excited for. I know my channel is like about books, but to me stationery is very much book adjacent. Like, I'm a professional writer. Of course I love stationery. And this is the time of year where I put in my order Hobonichi for my diaries for the year. So I'm going to go through what I got because I'm excited and I want to talk about it. First I'm going to talk about what I've been using in 2025 and why I've chosen this system for this year. So primarily for my diary this year I've been using the original size, the A6 Hobonichi, and it's not a bad planner at all. It's really great, it's really good. However, it wasn't cutting it, so I'll just get rid of that for a second. So the first year, this is the third year I've been using Hobonichi. The first year I got the big A5 size planner. However, halfway through the year in May, I completely finished my PhD. I passed my Viva, I was going to graduate in the summer, and I was like, cool, that's great, wonderful. And after that, just because I basically had a lot less to do in my life, I didn't have as much to write about. And then when I started like a proper like full-time office job in October, I again kind of also ran out of time to write down and spend time actually journaling. So I made the decision at the end of 2024 for my diary for the year after, because I still wanted to keep on, I would get the smaller size one. That you can see the size difference here. So this is the A5, this is the A6, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with the A6. I really enjoyed using it. However, I have realised, even when I have less to do, because I got made redundant in right at the end of February, even though I've had less to do all this time searching for a job, I do actually just really enjoy talking about my days and also being creative in the journal, and there's just not enough space personally for me to do both. Also very much inspired the layout by Helen from TheCoffeeMonsterzCo, because I'm in love with her. I will link her channel down below if you recognise kind of like how the today is written. And these are all her stickers pretty much. So it's not a bad diary at all, but I just basically all year I've been missing having the bigger size one. So I was like, you know what, I'll just use all of this and I will finish it. This is where we are now. But eventually when we come back to ordering, it's the end of the year, I will get the A5 size. However, one thing I miss is the weekly section. So we have like the daily spread, so 1 page a day. And also this monthly section, which I use to plan out my videos. A lot of these are Miraculous related, because I have another channel where I talk about this French TV show called Miraculous Ladybug. But there was like a big weekly section in the other one. Let me see if I can find you so you can see. Also, all these tabs I made originally when I got this were my my own. Oh, this is like the weekly section, so it has all the days in it and I plan it out. And for someone who's autistic, really likes structure, this was great, but this diary does not have it. So I was like, I absolutely need it back, and here it is, the naked version. So this is the cousin size, the A5 size, so like that bigger one in the blue pouch. So 2026, this is the English version, the January start and the Monday start, because that's just what I like for my diaries. You've never seen one before. It's pretty plain because a lot of people like to decorate them. It absolutely is amazing. It lies flat when you write, which is great. Oh, so I've missed this so much. I was so happy when it arrived yesterday. It's got the weekly section like I mentioned before, then it also has the monthly section, which I will be using still for social media planning, and also because these boxes are much bigger, for just monthly planning events in general. I am just so happy to have this back in my life. I absolutely love using this diary, and I did get a cover to go with it, and I got this absolutely beautiful one. In the past year I have got really into gardening basically. First of all, due to the book The Botanist's Daughter. I'm not sure if it's by Kate Nunn or Katie Nunn. It's spelled K-A-Y-T-E, and to me that name could be both Kate or Katie, so I'm not actually sure which is the correct way to pronounce it. And also, kind of not that near to where I live, they've opened this big garden called RHS Bridgewater. If you're not from the UK, RHS stands for the Royal Horticultural Society, and it's an absolutely beautiful place. And since it's near enough, we can go pretty often. And actually me and my mum have managed to get tickets this year to go to the RHS Chelsea Flower Show, so I am very excited. So I've suddenly become really interested in plants. I'm starting to slowly study how to do botanical illustrations, since I think they are absolutely stunning. Very hard work, but stunning. And when it becomes, when the weather is nicer again, me and my mum are gonna redo actually the entire garden since she's a bit too old to do it on her own. And we're gonna plant loads of things, including food. We're gonna try and grow some stuff. So I'm very excited. So this is gorgeous. I think these are tulips. I think these are pansies. These look a bit like daisies. Honestly, I'm not sure what the rest of these could be. Poppy possibly, I don't know, but they're everywhere. And then this, I was expecting it to be like a wipe clean one, like the other one. It's not, it's like a very, very tight stitch all the way along. So it's like green, purple, dark brown, and then a lighter brown, and it just feels so nice. And then the inside, oh my god. So this is kind of like the wipe clean kind of material, but it's got these flowers on this side and flowers peeking out here, and then this is who the collaboration is for Hobonichi for this design. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and then the notebook slides in here. And I definitely think when I got that cover the first time, that blue and pink cover, I liked it when I got it, but I was just like, it's kind of no. However, this one, I can see myself using this one every single year if I continue to purchase this size of Hobonichi. So I feel like I'm going to keep this, honestly, forever. And the other diary I use from Hobonichi is Hobonichi Weeks. So like I said before, Helen from TheCoffeeMonsterzCo, absolutely love it. She is the reason why I ordered the Hobonichi. I didn't know what they were until I started watching her videos. And she had mentioned she'd been trying for several years to use the Hobonichi Weeks. However, she works really hard and doesn't have much of a social life. So other than like what she'd write in her diary, she didn't have much else to talk about. However, this year she has been using it and has been really successful with it because she did a dedicated weekly planner just for her exercise. Now, I do exercise, but I don't exercise enough to keep it in a planner. So I was like, let's use this for reading. And I've really, really enjoyed it. So basically, I just write down the name of the book, the title of the book on the day I start it. So this is from the 1st of March. Then I put a TheCoffeeMonsterzCo sticker to indicate what genre it is. Sea Sparrows by Christian Cashore is also fantasy, but to me that one was more adventure, personally. I use whatever colour I think will fit the book. Use the same colour for how long it takes me to read it. Then at the start of each box I put what page I started on and what page I ended on. And typically the boxes on the left are for the morning and on the right are for the afternoon, but sometimes I'm quite busy in the morning, so sometimes this is the afternoon side and this is the evening side. It really depends on the day. And then down here I keep a little graph of how many pages I read that day, stuff like that. And I just really, really enjoyed reading it and keeping my thoughts as I go through it, so I wanted to continue doing this again. Didn't want to change it at all, so what I got for that one is the exact same thing pretty much. But with horses on it. So this is like I'm not sure what the correct term they use for it, but it's basically like tie fabric. It's very nice and silky, and it's got these horses on with like a little bird on it. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Look at this horsey. Oh, I can't wait. I'm basically going to be using this in the exact same way. Absolutely zero changes have taken place. However, to go with it, and this isn't something I'd buy every year, like the same I need to buy for a new diary because obviously it runs out of paper, is I got one of the drawer pouches. I think this is the Aine size or Anne size. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I do think it's a French word, and whilst I can speak some French, I've never come across that word before. I also don't know what it means. I'm also confused why they're using French words when they're a Japanese company, but okay, whatever. So there's like multiple sizes. So I think this is like not the smallest one, but the next one up, and there's like two bigger ones. So it's not super huge, it just has some pockets here. Then in here it's like a netting, and then there's 3 little dividers in the elastic, or 2 dividers for 3 spaces in the elastic. And basically my plan with this is just to take a pouch of small stationery when I go away traveling somewhere. Me and my mum, we go away quite frequently just for the night, but I still want to take my diary with me, but I don't want to take, you know, my entire pencil case, which is huge. I don't want to take all of this. So I'm just going to take the necessary supplies out of this to put into there. And I'm also starting, finally, after months of looking, finally starting a new job, so I can also take this slimmer, like little pencil case with me to work. So this is going to be my setup for the year. And if you watch my video on my reading journal that I did earlier in the year, I'm going to be keeping doing that in roughly the same way. So at the minute I am using, this is from Kuma Stationery Crafts, but this cute like little, I think it's like a panda or a raccoon, I'm not actually sure. This is a cow's pouch. But I'm just basically really enjoying journaling about my writing. I haven't finished completely updating it, but I basically like do a decoration to to go with the book. So this is for the house in the cerulean sea, so I did the cliffs and stuff. This is for hemlock and silver, wisteria and a treacherous swan, the silver chair, the beach trap, and I just do like a long form written down version of my thoughts. So I do have paper left in this. I think it might last me to the end of the year, but after that I'm just gonna get like another similar dotted bullet journal to carry on writing in. But basically this is my Hobonichi setup for the next year. I am very excited to start using my precious A5 journal again. I am so excited. Probably more excited than what is considered socially acceptable, but I also don't care because I've spent a whole year without you. But anyway, I'd love to know what you think of this, and of course if you have got a Hobonichi haul for this year, I would love to know what your setup is going to look like for this next year. So I'd love to know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!